This video is brought to you by Nokian Tires, a leader in safety and sustainability. Maximize performance and efficiency with their made in USA all-season tires and their dedicated Hakkapeliitta EV winter line from the inventor of the winter tire. Learn more at nokiantires.com/EV. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another Out of Spec Reviews video. You join me in a back alley here in San Diego, where I've just had the onboard charger of my Nissan Leaf replaced here at QC Charge. And I actually ran into this guy, a really amazing guy, this past weekend, and he is driving his Tesla Roadster around the world. And then I found out that his name is Rafael de Mestre. I actually have been following him online. I put two and two together. I'm like, you're the guy who drives electric cars around the world. He's probably the only guy who drives more electric miles than we do. I mean, just always on the road and driving across multiple continents. This time he's going around the world for his second go in this Tesla Roadster. It's on European Romanian plates. He's visiting the US. It just had the R80 battery pack upgrade. I want to talk to him about some of his plans for the around the world trips coming in the future, what it's been like so far, and it's just always an epic day when we get to meet up with other EV road trippers like ourselves, but this is on a whole nother level. This makes Out of Spec motoring look so lame. Rafael is the real OG driving around the world. Let's chat with him, talk all about his car, his adventures, and then, of course, it sounds like there might be an opportunity for us and you guys to get involved in the next run. So we got a lot to learn today. So here's Rafael and his Roadster. Welcome to YouTube, and thank you so much for willing to share your story with us.
Thank you for promoting me.
Yeah, of course. So you've now driven around the world multiple times. And this Roadster is on its second journey, is that correct?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
the only car which ever drove twice around the world, I think.
Oh, wow, pretty amazing. And it's also amazing that you're doing fully electric in a car that was designed 20 years ago, 15 years ago, something like this. Why are you so crazy? What makes you want to do this?
Well, for me, this is a solution for a lot of problems, and most of the people are not aware about it. And I just want to convince people to change to an electric car, and it's a lot of fun. And you don't have to have range anxiety. Driving 25,000 kilometers now, on the next one 30,000 miles. So I think it's enough range.
Yeah, totally. And what I think is interesting is you actually don't have any DC fast charging capability on this particular car. So can you talk a little bit about how you would find chargers? You know, in the US and Europe, I think our audience, yeah, you can plug into campgrounds, you could plug in at hotel destination chargers. But what's it like when you're in China or Kazakhstan, where there's not much electric infrastructure? Is it difficult to find power in remote places?
Well, electric infrastructure is internationally since the 19th century, and everywhere it's the standard. So everyone knows which is a ground, which wire is a phase. And if you go around the world, you just show the colors of the phases and everyone knows how to plug the car. So it's just very normal, and the whole infrastructure is already there. The only thing what changes from 2012, when I just plugged from plug to plug to plug, from hotel to hotel, to now, is that now you have charging stations. These charging stations are accelerating your way of traveling, so you can charge faster in between. But if you have enough range, you don't care. So this car has 400 miles of range. So I'm not waiting for, they say it's charging so slow in AC. I'm not waiting. Now I plugged in, and later I'm driving. I will drive 400 miles. I already drove about 80 miles today. And then I will sleep in a hotel. And in the morning when I'm waking up, the car is charged full. So I'm even faster than with a gas car.
It's amazing. I want to actually, before we get into some of your previous adventures, because you've gone around the world in 2012, you mentioned, you've also been around the world in your Tesla Model S with air suspension and a much more comfortable, roomier car. So why are you doing this again in the Roadster? And tell us about this car, because my understanding is this was in a pretty serious accident and it was rebuilt. And what's the story on the car?
This car I bought 2010 and I got it 2011 in March. And this car is my dream. So when I was a child, I was asking the grown-up people why the cars are stinking so much, and if old cars will stink, someday the whole world will stink. And the grown-up says, no, this will dissolve, and it's so much air on globe. So I fell in love in electric cars with these bumper cars. And it took 40 years when someone sent me the link, teslamotors.com. And this looks like a bumper car, which is a little bit longer. And I already was in love in these cars. So I took this car. It was just, you're driving your whole life of something and you think this will never happen. And it happens. After 40 years, it happens. You are simply speechless. You are so happy. And the whole world is not sharing your happiness. They don't understand. They're saying this is a toy. I'm in midlife crisis. All these crisis things, they don't understand that this is a solution, something new. So people are having fear also to change. Yes, they have their cars. What about if you run out of battery somewhere? So my question is, what about if you are driving with a gas car in Kazakhstan and run out of gas?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
No, it's worse.
Well, I heard some stories last night. We were at the EV Learning Center, and you were telling me that because the high power plug is very common, this red three-phase connection, which I think our audience all knows this connection. We've charged on many things in Europe with this, that this can supply 32 amp three-phase to your vehicle.
Yeah.
So every tire shop, you were saying, had this high power connection, and because the roads are so bad and people use their tires so much, you were actually able to charge at tire shops.
Yeah, and the people are saying, what if you don't find a place to charge? And then I asked, what if you don't find a petrol station? And then I tried to open the eyes. Every petrol station is an electric car charging station. Every pedal is put into the gas into the car with electric pumps. So every gas station has electricity. Every hotel has electricity, but no hotel gives you gas. So I have much more possibilities to charge the car.
I totally agree. I mean, you sound like how we've been saying for years in the US. I mean, just maybe 2 years ago, we rode electric motorcycles across Montana, which was I think we did 1,200 miles, nothing like what you were doing, but, no chargers anywhere. And we had zero problems getting across. We would either, knock on doors or find campgrounds, and electricity's everywhere. The infrastructure is completely built out. Now, on the flip side, you may not find 350 kilowatt chargers everywhere, but you just stay overnight and you drive 400 miles, and if you have some extra time, it's totally doable.
Yeah, and the people are saying, this plugging on a normal regular plug is taking 36 hours. Yes, it takes 36 hours, but you are not silly to charge 36 hours on a normal plug. A normal plug is just an emergency. So if you run out of battery, you search a restaurant, you plug in on the plug, you eat 2 hours. After 2 hours, you will get 10, 20 miles, whatever. And then you reach the final destination where you can charge faster.
That's right. It's always, just the minimum amount of time you can spend at the slowest charger to get to high power infrastructure. Now, tell me a little bit about your Roadster here. What year is this car?
I got it on 12th of March 2011.
Okay.
And it's a Tesla Roadster 2.5, so the newest version of Tesla Roadster.
Yep.
It has the normal motor, so it doesn't have the sports motor, which is 0.2 seconds faster than this one for me. When they asked me, do you want to have for 10,000 euros more 0.2 seconds, I said, I never drove a car with the acceleration from 0 to 60 in 3.9. Yeah. So this is enough. I don't care about 3.7.
Sure, sure.
And it's just such a fun car. It's like a rocket. So if it starts, it's going like an airplane.
Yeah.
I even have a story when I was in an airplane. I fall asleep, and then the airplane started to lift off. I wake up and I got a shock. Oh, I'm driving, and I was searching for the steering wheel. I said, okay, because it was exactly the same feeling like taking off.
Amazing, amazing. So how many kilometers are on this car now?
It's 140,000.
Okay.
10,000 I just drove this
Wow,
month.
amazing. So almost 100,000 miles, roughly. Almost
It
there.
will have very soon 100,000 miles, and it's not much for me. So I have on my Model S 371,000 miles, and it's because it was in a museum. So after going around the world, this is the first car ever, electric production car, who drove around the world. And they wanted to have it in the museum. They got it there. They bricked the battery. And I got it back now after 6 years and put a new battery. So 6 years it did not drive.
So they just basically didn't charge it, didn't keep it topped up. And so the battery hit low voltage and it was dead.
Yeah, I trained the staff, and in the contract was also stated that trained staff has to care about this. But the stuff exchanged after 6 months, and they didn't hand over correctly.
Oh.
And
But they paid for the new battery.
No, they didn't want. You know what they said on lawsuit? It's normal that the battery is bricking after 6 years.
What?
Then I say, what? Yeah, also painting is degrading in the museum, and they're not paying for this kind of damages. And the insurance company said, yeah, it's like this.
Wow.
And I said, well, no. And in the end, we agreed that they pay 50%.
Okay.
And well, they paid 50% of the old battery.
Oh, not the R80 upgrade.
No, the new battery. So I have about 25% paid from the model, from the. Yeah, and the lawyer also got his part.
Yeah.
So
that's a shame. That's a real shame. Could we open up the trunk here so we can show what the battery pack looks like here? So this is the brand new. What is the battery capacity of this new battery pack?
75 kilowatts.
Okay. Is that usable capacity?
They say it's something about 72 usable.
Okay.
But it's about 20 kilowatts more than the original.
Okay.
And imagine that only 20 kilowatts doubles the range.
Amazing.
Because they didn't put more weight on it. It's just more battery density.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what I'm saying to all the people. The car has no range. They say, come on, this is an AT computer or XT computer. This is the first computer. So what speed do you have? I know the people would say Pentium is the fastest computer. It's not possibly. And then someone said, okay, then we make dual core, quad core, 16 core. So we are just in the beginning, and blocking this evolution is simply stupid. I'm pretty sure that someday in the cell they will get 3, 3, 4 times more energy.
Right.
And then the cars will be much more lighter. They will be much more cheaper, and they will have much more range.
So you've upgraded the Roadster now with, so currently it has a brand new 75 kilowatt hour battery pack, roughly. They call it the R80 upgrade. And you have level 2 charging. Is it 22 kilowatt charging in Europe or 11, or what do you get out of it?
No, this car is first generation American style, so it's one phase charger.
Only single phase charging.
So I cannot, in Germany, I cannot get the 22 kilowatts. So the maximum you can charge this is 70 amp. Multiplied with 240, it's about 14, 15 kilowatt maximum.
Yes.
And the speed.
But still 70 amps is quite a bit. And do you ever find the 80 amp connections here in the US where you can do 70?
Well, luckily, 2012, I went simply to the homes of Tesla Roadster owners, and they had this 70 amp high power connector, which was only built by Clipper Creek for Tesla Roadsters.
I've used some of those in Germany and seen them, and in Motor World in Stuttgart they have this.
And you got acquainted with all the Tesla Roadster drivers in the world.
I can imagine.
So I have a lot of network of nice Tesla Roadster drivers, and if you meet again, you are well, if you meet the first time, you get immediately friends, and if you meet again, it's a big party. And I'm happy that now with the help of Henry Sharp, who did this adapter, which I got borrowed from Gruber Motor Company, I can charge now on here on this state on destination chargers. And you know how many thousands of destination chargers are worldwide?
All over the
And
place.
a lot of destination chargers have 70 or 80 amp. So I even can then, like a high power, I can charge there in a hotel and then I'm full in 5 hours. So it's honestly, it's too fast. I have to charge. I have to sleep more.
Yes, of course, of course. No, it's really a fantastic story of what you've been able to do with this car and traveling. So where have you taken this car? What countries has it been in? You said something like 30 countries or something crazy.
It will be.
Okay.
So actually, it has been here. I have the flags on the side.
Oh, okay.
It crossed 2012, Spain, France, Switzerland, Germany, America, China, Kazakhstan, Russia, Ukraine. So there was no war there.
Right.
Romania, Hungary, and Austria, and then back to Spain. So it was just the shortcut. And next time we will make a Guinness Book record. So we will try to drive 40,000 kilometers in 80 days, so 500 kilometers per day average, and we will make like zigzag driving.
Oh, wow.
And then we will include 35 countries. And I'm now on the way to check the route, if it's okay for the teams, where to stay. So everyone who has a stay, welcome to say to me, come here, it's super cool place here. I appreciate
open to suggestions. Yeah, amazing.
I appreciate everyone who's saying, come to this place, to my company, to whatever we promote, and the company, if they want to. And I will try to include 35 countries. So if someone has a product, a sustainable product, I think it will be perfect to come with us. We promote this in 35 countries in the world and make it visible.
Amazing. So you're putting together the next trip with a bunch of different people, teams. There's a guy bringing his family who's from the Czech Republic. You have other drivers, all driving electric, mostly Tesla at this point, just because the supercharger network is amazing. So you can actually cover distance. And I imagine you're not going to be taking the Roadster on that one. You'll take the Model S. Is that the plan?
Yeah, because I'm the car who has to have some gimmicks for the other teams. If they fail, I have to have a spare charging station, a spare from everything, and you cannot have here anything.
Right.
Spare.
Yeah, there's no room.
3 T-shirts.
And what's interesting is you're putting together a rally, if you will, or a drive, an event where you're going to be taking people around the entire world in their electric cars, and they can sign up to join or to sponsor you.
Yeah.
Or even to join on a particular area, right? They can join for a leg or two.
Yeah. There are some. When last week I've been in Canada, and the Canadian, they were excited to make a long trip. So they are also kind of guys. They have a Tesla, and they drive from Toronto to Ontario and back, and they're not making really. Even they're not going to Halifax.
Right.
They say, "Oh, this long distance." And I motivated 2 teams, and they will join from Halifax to San Diego. So
wonderful.
First time they really will see this continent in full, with all the climate zones and the beauty of the nature.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to do that drive, and it's just amazing. We live in one of the best places for driving, as you know. We have amazing roads, great infrastructure, beautiful scenery. I've also had the lucky opportunity to spend a lot of time driving all over Europe in electric vehicles, but I still have never driven around Asia in an electric vehicle. We're supposed to be going to China soon, and I definitely haven't done it in a singular vehicle. So can you tell me how it works for shipping the vehicle, the importing, does it have to be at a certain state of charge when you fly it or put it on a boat, or how do you actually get it from place to place?
Yeah, the issue is not the charging, the issue is the border crossing and the transport. This is the issue of this project. And I try to make it as emission-free as possible. So the first times I did it, it was as fast as possible because I wanted to be the first man in the world to do this, overtaking the Mitsubishi IMI, who also tried to do this,
Okay.
but I won.
Yeah, nice. Congratulations.
Now I'm trying to make it with ships, and I even managed to transport this car with a sailing ship. And I'm
So
very,
no combustion.
yeah, so I'm very happy that I can announce that this is possible, and I want to ask every car manufacturer, including Tesla and Rivian or whatever, who are transporting sustainable products, so electric cars to Europe, that they have also the option to have like a green transport electric car, so that a European can choose, I buy an electric car or I buy a green transport electric car, and they are then transported by sailing ships, reducing the emission drastically. You know that 15 container ships of the world are polluting the world more than all cars together.
Of course.
So we have really to take a look on this and try to change this too. And my intention is to push this industry, to help this industry to grow. There are now 2 ships which are working on 2 times a year. They're going America, Europe, and so on. And there are other which are about to be built. One in France, which has use of European funds. One in Denmark, which should, they say they can even transport 100 cars. So my ship could only transport 1 roadster, even not a Model S.
Wow. Okay.
So this was a tiny
very
ship.
small one. Yeah.
So it has to be more huge, like the normal container ships,
Yes.
like an electric propulsion via wind and with electric motor and battery, so that they can navigate in the harbors emission-free, and they can move. My ship took 6 weeks to transport
across the Atlantic.
Yeah, 2 weeks to cross the Atlantic and 4 weeks to get winds to come to Miami.
Really?
And because they didn't have a propulsion, they could not move to a wind zone.
Oh, so they were just stuck.
So yeah, you are stuck. So like in the old medieval days, so you need this kind of propulsion to shift the. Then you have a map where you can see everywhere there is wind, but I'm on a no wind zone. So they just move a little bit and then they can continue.
So it's amazing how you're involved, not only promoting Tesla, promoting electric vehicles, and everything that these vehicles can do, which I'm sure you've blown the minds of everyone watching this video, including myself. Got me really inspired to get back out and do more driving, which is my favorite thing to do. And I'm lucky enough, I've done more than most, but not nearly as much as you. But you're also pushing for a global change to sustainable. It doesn't matter what. It sounds like even sustainable shipping is a big topic, and this is really interesting, something we'd like to cover a little bit more on our side, because at the end of the day, at least from my perspective, I love cars, I love driving, I love adventure, but I want to do it with the least amount of impact possible.
Exactly. I was also thinking going around the world a long time ago, but with a gas car, for me, it didn't make a sense.
Sure.
And with an electric car, it makes double sense, and make it international, it makes even 3 times sense, because you are connecting nations. So I had a Team America, Team China, which now are the best friends. So we can work together, and pollution is an international matter. So what America or the world has from Norway has only electric cars.
Yes. And we filmed a lot in Norway. Our audience is familiar.
It doesn't help.
Right.
It helps Norway a bit, and the rest of the world is still having an issue.
Of course.
So we have to copy Norway. We have to get the people together, to work together, to think about international relationships, how to solve it. And if a ship, for instance, is crossing the ocean, it's crossing a lot of different countries. So the countries could make sponsorship on electric cars, on electric ships. So I think we are just in the start of a big international cooperation, which is possible, and the electric car is just a key.
That's right, absolutely. So back to the car, I just want to take our viewers on a quick situation. I had mentioned at the beginning of this video that in Germany you were involved in an accident, a frontal collision with this vehicle. And it seems like, you know, something our audience, I think, understands, and I know you know as well. Tesla doesn't pay anyone to really promote their stuff. That's a $0. But when you're driving a Roadster around the world, there are certain people in the company that think it's really cool. So they were able to prioritize and get you back on the road very quickly. Is this that same vehicle that was in the accident?
This is the one and only which went around the world, had the accident, and was repaired in 5 days from a total crash. So the insurance company, they said, we will not repair it. It's too much.
Oh, they wanted to total it.
They said, you will get another one. And I talked to Tesla, say, please, please, please. And Tesla went to the insurance company and say, either we repair this or you will not have any contract anymore.
Oh, interesting.
And then they gave them another Tesla Roadster for customer-like contract. And then the insurance says, okay,
Yep.
we repair.
Amazing.
It was much more expensive than the value in these times. But now you know the value.
It's gone way up.
It was worth to repair. And if you look inside the car,
And the value of this particular one is just priceless because of everything that it's been able to go through.
yeah, you know, one was already in Christie's sold by 1 million.
Yes.
So you know this is more.
This is a more than $1 million car. Yeah. Very cool. Yep. So it looks pretty good under here, but this was all smashed in.
Yeah.
Crazy, huge
Yeah, and
hit.
if you look online on 80edays.com/Genesis, you will
Yeah.
see the pictures of the car, how destroyed it was.
I'll include it here in the
And-
video.
And you will see here the two metal panels which are here, which are like very stiff, like holding a bridge. And if you crash with this to another car, you destroy simply the other car.
Of course, you have the big crash structure here.
So it destroyed here the whole, let's say, easy to break parts like AC and so on.
Yeah.
But the frame kept 100% untouched.
Amazing.
So it was even not torqued. And I had nothing.
No bruises,
No
nothing.
bruises, no nothing.
Amazing.
I
Such a
just
safe
went
car.
out and I was totally upset and say, oh shit, game over.
Yep.
And then Tesla said, no, if you are not hurt, it will be continuous.
Amazing.
And they gave me power to continue.
That is so cool. And so I think one last final question about your Roadster is this vehicle, from a charging perspective, does not have DC charging. And so there are kits out there, specifically ones made here, that have DC charging. But you and I were talking yesterday a little bit about it. Because you have the brand new battery pack, you have this warranty that will be void if you do have this DC charging. Is this the reason you don't want to add DC charging?
No, the
Okay.
reason why I didn't add it was that Google Motors was worried.
Okay, yeah.
I don't care, honestly,
Right.
about
You just-
warranty in an electric car.
Nice, I love this.
If you drive an electric car 300,000 miles and then the motor is breaking,
Yeah,
come on.
whatever. Yeah.
All of my gas cars I broke after 100,000, 150,000. No gas car survived 200,000 kilometers.
Wow, amazing.
I destroyed all motors because what the people just forget about, forgetting I have to make service, oil change, blah, blah, blah. They forget that an old gas car you cannot push anymore. Which gas car with 200,000 miles you can go to a racetrack?
Yeah, no,
This is
almost
going
nothing.
to racetracks.
Yeah,
My Model S is going to racetracks, trying to beat with his old 10 years old brand new Porsches. So this is a totally different technology. And who cares if the car is after 300,000 miles, where I normally had to board 2 gas cars.
right.
And speaking about statistics and universities and comparing and sustainable of electric cars, who is comparing one electric car with 2 gas cars?
Right, right.
In all statistics, you stop argumenting.
Yes.
Because this lifetime of this is much more.
It's amazing. We also have a mutual friend who has 1 million miles on his Tesla Model S in Germany, and
Yeah.
we'll be making a video with him very soon because it's just incredible the range and the ability to handle these things. So I hope for your sake that you put DC charging on this one day.
Well, no,
I love Gruber, I love these guys. I
I
have
was
no relation,
talking
but
with QC Charge
yes,
on the Tesla Takeover,
yes,
and the boss said that he's committing that he will develop a new charger for me,
okay.
CCS charger.
Ooh, way better than Chatamo.
And CCS is European standard. So
Yes.
if I could charge CCS on this car 50 kilowatts per hour, which charged in 2 hours full,
Yes.
I could join competitions and beat all the others.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
this is so energy efficient.
Yeah. What kind of efficiency do you get out of the Roadster?
Well, if you are pushing it really hard, you get on the best efficiency of a Model 3.
Okay.
So if you're driving it carefully, you're going on even under 10 kilowatts per hour per 100 kilometers.
Wow. So 100 watt hour per kilometer is
So
when you're being really efficient.
yeah, and we are not talking about driving downhill. So
Right. That's amazing. But also the car is like, here's a Tesla Model S. This is my car as an example. It's almost 2 or 3 of your Roadsters stacked up in terms of height. But that's amazing how efficient this car is.
Yeah, and I wanted to know after I got it, how much miles can I drive with it? So I said, okay, today I will take the risk, charge full, and let's see how far I can go. And after, if you have a car which you have to charge every 250, 300 kilometers, your body after 250 and 300 kilometers says, okay, please stop,
Yep.
or I'm tired. So after 250, 300 kilometers, I was tired. And it said, continue, continue.
Yeah.
I said, whoa. And then 400 kilometers, 500 kilometers, 600 kilometers. And I said, wow, I was really super tired.
Yeah.
And after 637 kilometers, which is about 397 miles,
Yep.
I went to a charger because I said, okay, no. And there was some miles left. So
Wow.
I can really confirm that you can drive with a brand new battery 400 miles, which is double from what I got before.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the way you use your electric car is very similar to ours. It's don't let the car control you. We were talking about you own the car. It should enhance your life. Full charge it when you need it, run it low when you need it, drive it hard on the track when you want to have fun. And then for storage, leave it in the middle somewhere. Be good to it when you can, but don't let it control you.
Yeah, this is a message to everyone. With the digital world, a lot of people are mutating to robots. If you call a call center, you think you are talking with a robot because they're just following some rules the machines are giving you.
Right.
So don't do this.
Yes.
We are the humans, the machines are our slaves.
Yes.
And this will never, ever change. It should never change.
Yes.
If I want to go from A to B, this machine has to do it like I want.
Yes.
I don't want to adapt my life to only charge 80% or 20%. If I want to have long, then I want to charge full. And I have to say, from my experience, I have to contradict to all these laboratory tests.
Okay, yeah.
For me, I have the feeling that you have to treat the battery like a human being, like more, sometimes thrill it, sometimes go to 100, sometimes make it totally empty,
Yep.
and sometimes not. So I'm not charging it always full.
Right.
So if I don't need it, I don't charge it full.
That's the best thing, is charge up just for what you need.
And if you have a normal life, you will now and then, when you're going to holiday, you will charge it full. And if you go to the office, you will not charge it full. So this is the way how to treat the machine.
100%.
I think this is better, and this is not to be proven in the laboratory.
Right.
You can only prove it in the community.
Right. And we've seen it before. I mean, I've owned electric cars for a long time, and then I know you've owned them as well. We have electric cars with very high mileage, and we full charge them before trips, and we drain them to zero when we're driving. And we heavily DC fast charge our cars because we're always traveling under time. And the degradation has been very minimal. And I feel like we're pretty hard on this car. For example, this Model S has only 15,000 miles, but maybe 14,000 of them has been supercharging. You know, it's just always on the road going places, and it's still relatively new, but that's how we use them. And then when it sits at home, I charge it to 50% and it sits for a month.
And regarding degradation, we are talking about 5 or 8,000 small cells. And it's obvious that some cells are not so good like the others.
Right.
So my Model S now, the battery did not work anymore. Tesla said, okay, we will exchange it. It's $20,000. And because I'm known, I was contacted. I heard about your battery break. I can repair it.
Yes.
There are companies like Gruber Motors or others which can, which have algorithm how to find the bad cells.
That's right. And then
they
repair
just
them
exchange
themselves.
this is sustainable. You just 3 AAA or AA cells, you just exchange, and then you have a working. And I have now, it's named Electric 5 Europe. It's a Belgium company.
Okay.
And they first of all, it's not 20,000. So if you pay, it's 2,500.
Oh, wow.
Second, it is having a warranty. So he gives me warranty for 40,000 kilometers. And I say,
wow.
oh, that's a cool deal. So then let's say you repair it and I drive afterwards around the world with this. So for me, this
around
is
the world.
The nice message that I'm driving with a car who has 371 miles driven, which has a repaired battery around the world, and it will work.
It's amazing. I mean, the way to keep these cars on the road is this aftermarket repair process is just starting. And that's actually why we're here at QC Charge, is repairing my old Nissan Leaf, because just one component. I mean, the guy who had it before was going to throw the car away. I can't use it. But we just came here, we exchanged a part in 1 hour. And now it's perfect, back to new again. It's amazing how you can keep these cars running. And I can't thank you enough for promoting electric, of course, but doing it in a really cool way. You are literally doing what everyone wants to do, which is traveling, meeting people in different cultures and different places of the planet. Something I'd love to join you on an adventure one day where we go together somewhere. Could be really fun. And we'll definitely have to meet up on a leg or two of this next trip. I unfortunately can't take 80 days off from filming, but it would be pretty epic to do some legs with you.
Well, in total, it's 3 legs. So you have 2 weeks of leg on Europe. Then you have pause because the cars are transported.
Yep.
And then you have about 1 month in America. And then you have again 1 month pause to transport to China. And then you have a long leg. So people which say, okay, I don't have time to have non-stop, they can just take one of these legs or part of these legs, or going back to business in the transport time.
Yeah.
And everyone is welcome to follow me on 80edays. You can see my car location live, the GPS.
Yeah.
So in 1 month you will see me crossing China and Kazakhstan, and you will see all the photos where I will be. And 2024, I'm excited to meet more people, to drive together in legs. The more, the better. I was really delighted when I was on the Tesla takeover. First time in my life, I was standing in a jam caused by Teslas.
It's amazing. Yeah, there were so many Teslas there.
I was standing 15 minutes.
Yeah,
it was
in traffic.
It was really, I was really more delighted than angry.
That is amazing. Well, congratulations on all your success, and I wish you the best of luck for your 2024 leg. 80edays.com is where our audience can go and sign up and either sponsor it and contribute to the efforts, or even what I would hope they would do, pack up the luggage in the car and join you for a leg to or around the world, because that is such a unique opportunity. It's such a cool story. We need to come up with a way where we can film your 2024 journey, because I'd like to make a video of this, or a video series of your around the world trip. I think it'd be amazing. So we'll be back on YouTube together again. Thank you so much for taking the time. That was amazing. And I guess we're charging up the Roadster here and you are off to Northern California now. So the miles never stop coming. Thank you, Raphael. And thanks to the viewers. We'll see you on another video soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.